Then the unknown soap star opened the envelope. My ears were ringing in the silence. Then it happened. "Macho Men," he said. "Craig White and Greg Studley." Craig and I exchanged shocked looks. Mayana grabbed my head, turned it, and smooshed me on the lips. I was absolutely swooning. This was truly what Cloud 9 felt like. We got our asses out of the seats and made our way down the aisle to the stage in front of the packed house. I never dreamed of winning. I had nothing to say prepared. I listened as Craig held his trophy aloft and thanked his parents and whatever else spilled out of his mouth. I literally was in a fugue state. All I remember was him wrapping up and stepping aside from the mic. It was my turn. All night, all I heard were winners thanking their folks and droning on and on. I knew I couldn't do that. Suddenly, I had a moment of inspiration and spun this gold. I'd like to thank my parents. But in all truth, they didn't make this video. It got a laugh. That emboldened me. You know, a professor of mine who shall remain nameless said of this project, "It's well made, but the content is very immature, and where are you going to go with it?" I raised my trophy aloft and said, "The EVVYs, baby! Thank you so much." And with that, we were escorted stage left into the guts of the theater to a loud ovation, and after making it backstage, we decided against hanging with the other winners in the green room and found a metal door that exited into the alley so we could cross the street and grab a celebratory shot from Charlie Murphy's, an Emerson favorite, and we were served a triple jack each. I was literally floating. I couldn't wait to get back to my seat, hoping for a sequel to that smooch. We re-entered through the lobby, our awards as our passes, and led to our seats by the ushers. I sat down, leaned into Mayana, and we kissed for real. Not tongue hockey, more like the I do, public appropriate lip sandwich kiss, and that ended up kicking off a very long tryst. But I digress. We met up with our folks in the lobby after the show, having some kind of "we're super proud of you" conversation, all the while interrupted by handshakes and back pats from strangers. It truly made all the hard work worth it. We went to dinner with our overjoyed parents and dates. I remember clearly that the only nourishment Craig and I put in our bodies was the champagne, as our insides were already full of butterflies and unicorn glitter. Before we knew it, the parents were already on coffee and dessert. I could feel the anticipation between Mayana and I like a thought's charge jumping synapses. Craig invited us to the next bar he and his date were planning to patronize, but I suggested that it had been a big night and I was cashed and I needed to get home. Mayana was completely disappointed, but I turned that shit on a dime when I told her I just wanted to ditch Craig and celebrate with her at my place, if she was okay with that. And she was. We got back to mine, and I immediately got Prince on the speakers, opening strong with Kiss. We locked eyes, knowing we were both about to cross the line and betray our significant others. We also knew we weren't going to betray our feelings in that magic moment. We began kissing passionately. No more wedding-appropriate lip sandwiches. This was the definite article. I won an EVVY, but even better than that, I got the girl I never thought I could. Right around 4, in our still blazing afterglow, her boyfriend started blowing up her phone. She promised she was at a celebratory after-party and was on her way home at that precise moment, and he somehow bought it. Truly underestimated me. Looking back, I find that kind of insulting, but on that night, I was unencumbered by a single iota of negativity. That began the first of many secret trysts that carried us through the sweltering summer. The summer I worked my first shift behind the bar, in fact. Sadly, it cooled off that fall as I'd moved in with my girlfriend. Now, folks, as you've listened to this podcast, you know that I'm truly governed by my Libra sign. So after this perfect moment that spanned an entire night, you know shit had to balance out. The fucking scales. The yang to that yin manifested in me finally paying off a January bet I lost to my landscaping boss back in Leicester. So, hungover, yet still high from my victories, 2 hours after that fucking pixie left my bed, saw me driving an hour west to my hometown, and shortly after arriving, I parked in his driveway. Then, there, under an unforgiving sun, I found myself atop a ladder at his roof's peak, where I applied the first stroke of many, painting his fucking house. Fucking Super Bowl. Fucking astrology. Fucking Studley luck. Never fails. You win some, you lose some. Literally. Well, at least I do. Well, it's last call, so let me give you a tip. If you're in a bar and hear a glass shatter, don't fucking applaud or cheer like an asshole. Contrary to popular belief, staff fucking despises it, especially the klutz who dropped it. We handle glasses all fucking night, so yeah, every 1,000 times, one's gonna squirt out of our hands like a fish, so settle the fuck down, you imbeciles. Folks, it's been a blast. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And a call to my fellow booze slingers. Send in your stories to cocktailsandwastednights@gmail.com. You can remain anonymous if you'd like. Thanks for listening, subscribing, downloading, and spreading the word. Don't be afraid to give me a good review, even if you're lying. It really does help build our community of barbarians. And check out my video, just closed it on YouTube. You will laugh, damn it. If you want to support the podcast, you can do that on Patreon. I don't have any extra shit there, but I'll happily accept tips. Worth a try. Hey, we'll see you next time on Behind Bars, Cocktails and Wasted Nights. Cheers. Anyway, I like Clicquot. And the video camera he was aiming at us from outside slid a Fuck. My second thought was to hop the barrier at Copley Square. Fuck. And we all fuck my life. God damn it. Turns out our immature content didn't do too much idiot. People dressed to the nines, famous comics, soap opera star. Oh boy, that was a good one. Jesus. One for best broadcast, one for breast. I sat down, fuck my life.